Hello, fellow friends, YouTubers. This is Kurt, and welcome back to the Kurt's Place channel here on YouTube. Well, guys, it's time for another arcade game review. Now, this time we're going to be checking out Asteroids, made by Atari in 1979. When this game came out, I was 9 years old, and I still remember playing it back then, and I still enjoy playing it today. And I'm going to go and show you some things about Asteroids in this video, tell you a few things that make Asteroids pretty unique as well. Now, I also want to mention, don't forget to click the subscribe button. If you like what you see, don't forget to smash the like button, and if you have any comments, leave them in the comments section down below. Now, one unique thing about Asteroids was Asteroids did not feature a joystick. Asteroids was controlled with buttons. All the movements of the ship and everything, you're actually trying to destroy asteroids using a spaceship. You can turn the ship left, you can turn the ship right. Each one of those had a button. You have a thrust button, you also have a fire button, and you have a hyperspace button in addition to the 1 and 2 player buttons that made the control panel on Asteroids pretty unique. It's a pretty unique experience playing with buttons only with no joystick. Space Invaders was the same way. Some of the early Space Invaders were the same way, where they had buttons for the movements. Makes it very unique. And another thing that's unique about Atari Asteroids was it was played on what's known as a vector monitor. Now, the version you're going to be seeing played here is actually being played on a computer monitor. A vector monitor, what that does is it produces an extremely sharp image. For example, when your shots and things come out of your spaceship to destroy the asteroids, it's almost like they're flash bulbs. In addition to that, the asteroids are extremely sharp on a vector monitor. And that's one of the great things. Now, fortunately, I have a version of that. If you go to when you're watching the video, look on the top right-hand corner, you're going to see a link to other videos. One of those is going to be the Spinners Atari Asteroids. They actually have a vector monitor, Asteroids, at Atari Spinners Arcade in Frederick, Maryland, which is very, very unique. All right, so let's go and begin some gameplay. Now, this version is actually being played. This is actually being played on what's called Atari Anthology. Now, the Atari Anthology actually came out in 2004 on the PlayStation 2. I like this particular version because I like the game bezel and things that it has in this version. Really, really cool stuff. It is the actual game ROM, but it's being played on a PlayStation 2. So very, very cool. Now, one of the things that's unique about Asteroids 2 is where it actually places the asteroids. Each game, the asteroids will be in a slightly different place than the last. And that's one thing when you play Asteroids you're going to notice. Each time you start up a new game, it's going to put the asteroids in a slightly different position. So very, very cool stuff. Now, you're also going to notice, too, that the music is going to ramp up. As you get fewer and fewer asteroids, it's going to ramp up. The music ramps up with the intensity, which is another thing that I like. Keep in mind, in 1979, they were limited on what they can do, but what they did with this game is amazing for 1979. And I remember when this game came out, this was considered cutting edge when this game came out. And it's been ported to a lot of platforms as well, too. The Atari 2600 had a version, and they also have other versions today as well. You know, you had Asteroids Deluxe, and you had quite a few. Blasteroids is another game that was inspired by Asteroids. Quite a few different games came out that were inspired by Asteroids too. So had a real influence on the games and things in the future too. You're also going to notice that there's little spaceships that come out. You have to destroy those as well. Now you're going to notice it's going to ramp up in difficulty now. You're going to notice the asteroids are moving quite a bit faster than they were in the first level. mana. This version has us so you get an extra mana every 10,000. So that's how I have this version set. And you gotta notice that little spaceship is pretty hard to hit. Alright, so there we go. Now it's gonna get a little more difficult. Now you notice there's more asteroids now. You notice that too? And this is a game that Lester and I, we play this at Spinners a lot. We really enjoy this game at Spinners too. Lester and I have a great time playing this. Now I also mentioned, by the way, too, I try to put up 2 to 3 videos a week. I try to have 2 videos during the week, and then I try to have my premiere videos Sunday between 12 and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there's also an open chat room. You can ask me questions and things as well. And I want to mention, if you want to help to show your support for the Kurt's Place channel, there's a link to my merchandise store. You can get things such as shirts and hats from the Kurt's Place channel store. There's a link in the video description down below. All right, guys, and always, thanks again for watching and checking out my review here of Asteroids. And as always, thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Have a great one now. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now. Have a great day. See you next time. Take care.